Hey y'all, it's Z, and I want to discuss something a little bit that's really near and dear to my heart, and I want to talk about animated today. And this time I want to talk about voice acting, and more specifically about Crunchyroll. Well, I don't know if you've ever seen it, but Mob Psycho 100, which I highly recommend, this third season is premiering next month. But fans have noticed something that the lead voice actor for the dub, Kyle McCarley, who plays Mob, the main character, Shigeo Mob Kayama, may not be returning. Well, it's strange that Crunchyroll would just suddenly replace the lead voice actor in one of their most anticipated shows of the years, right? And if you guessed, well, Crunchyroll is a corporation, therefore dedicated to squeezing the life out of its employees to make just a teeny weeny more in profit. I think you'd be correct. On Tuesday, September 20th, Kyle McCarley released a video detailing why he's being replaced. McCarley starts talking about how the new season of Mob is coming out and how he's excited, but he addresses the casting and how he likely won't be returning. And this may not shock you, but Crunchyroll is vehemently anti-union. McCarley and the cast simply are asking that Crunchyroll produce this season on a SAG-AFTRA union contract. And McCarley reveals after weeks of conversation, Crunchyroll opted to recast the voice instead of putting the production on a SAG-AFTRA contract. Now, in the video, he says it wasn't about money. He says that Crunchyroll is offering the same or even more. It's just that Crunchyroll is just vehemently anti-union. And the worst part of the situation, I think, is that Crunchyroll was only being asked to come to the table for good faith talks. They didn't even have to commit to anything. So a little bit later on in the day, Crunchyroll sent out a statement that said, a Crunchyroll representative sent Kotaku an email in response to McCarley's role as Mob Season 3 of Mob Psycho 100, saying, Crunchyroll is excited to bring the fans worldwide the dub for the third season of Mob Psycho 100 as a simul dub. That just means that they're dubbed the same time in English and Japanese so that they come out the same time for broadcasting. The same day and the same date as the Japanese broadcast. We'll be producing the English dub at our Dallas production studios, and to accomplish this seamlessly, per our production and casting guidelines, we will need to recast some roles. We're excited for the fans to enjoy the new voice talent and greatly thank any departing cast for their contributions to the previous season. So, if you notice, Crunchyroll made no mention of the union talks or the fact the cast was trying to get them to sit down for better working conditions. So, unfortunately, this is an uncommon occurrence in the anime industry, and specifically anime. Domestically and foreign, the anime industry exploits the blood, sweat, and tears of its workers. Take, for instance, the recent Jujutsu Kaisen Zero movie. This movie was a smash hit in the US. It made $180 million alone in the US and $350 million worldwide. And right after Cole McCauley comes out about his issues that he's having with the SAG-AFTRA contracts, voice actress who played in the Jujutsu Kaisen Zero movie, actress Aneris Quiones, tweeted that she was only paid $150 for her whole voice acting role, and she got nothing extra from any of the money that came in after it premiered. And this is pretty standard. And you have another voice actor at the bottom who says the same. And $150 is 0.009% of $180 million. So I get it. Some people are going to say Crunchyroll can't afford to pay their actors, but they can acquire Funimation, and they can't sit down through all the talks and moves that they're making to sit down for a SAG-AFTRA contract, or at least, discuss it. That doesn't sit right with me, and it shouldn't sit right with you either. And these actors want better, and they deserve better. The anime industry as a whole is worth billions. And like any billion-dollar industry, they have decided to maximize profit at the cost of workers' finances, health, and dignity. So I'm not suggesting that you go and torrent your anime, but I will quote One Piece and say, the Great Pirate Era has begun. And I am saying unsubscribe from Crunchyroll and demand better conditions for their workers.